Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
At the 30-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Hey, 73, 73. Anyway,
Hurts now from the gun. His first throw is an interception. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. We'll bring it into the red zone after a great turnover and return. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense, not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
First tone of the game for James Cook. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4. Blitz coming here, Allen. This one's caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Cook will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a third down at your own 1. Yikes.
Only need 1 more yard on this opening drive. Here's third and goal.
Round 80!
Here's another for it. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
180! What's that?
Another one for good. And this defense completes the goal line stand. What a start to their game as they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Nope.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on that next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
3-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, go touch.
They motion Dotson over left.
No touch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Hey, 73. No touch.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he gets it away from his end zone. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Oh, 180! Hey, tight. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. It's his running back. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44.
And the Bills.
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at 1st down here.
180! Out! Half. Alert! What's that?
They'll work against the blitz. Has him on the quick hitter. Down to the 10. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get the game's first points here in the 2nd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Eagles nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Shipley now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
180, 180. Crown left, Yanni. Crown left, Yanni. No touch.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Barkley again here on second. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, third and long. And he's caught, he's got Brown. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and go right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, a run with Barkley. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the pistol, Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throw here, third down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bills take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
First and 10, here's Allen. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, now I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Toss play to Barkley. And he'll manage Needs 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
On that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
No touch that. I know you want it. Hey, Silver. No touch.
Air it out on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great. Set. Alpha.
Running right, it's Barkley. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Crowd left, Yeti. No touch.
They go play fake with Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
No touch that. I know you want it. No touch.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Great. Set. I know you want it. 73. Hey, easy. 63. Bad. Yeti. No touch.
On 4th down, Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
56. What is that?
Back to work after throwing the pick. It's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Regular. Look out!
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And goes to the hurry up here.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 40-yard line.
Alert! Out!
And they're going to throw out of the gun. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game records. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
They're in long for him here. Trying for the deep ball. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And he sends this one straight up, trying to stick them deep. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Great. Go on now.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. There he goes, right sideline, into the red zone. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get their first points of this game just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover and may not tackle so well, and opens up a run lane that he took huge advantage of.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10.
319. Middle. Look out.
Throwing now on first down. Allen. That's completed right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Gun. Look out.
First down throw for Allen. Going right back to Kincaid. Complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They've got first down here from the 36.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
What is that?
Allen fires out wide, complete. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Tackle made by the rookie Andrew Makuba.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Half 10. Look out.
Play action now with Allen. On the move into the red zone. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll come up on first and 10.
Ready? Half, 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 half. Alert! Hey, tight, tight, tight. What's that?
Allen gonna throw again. Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
56, 56. What's that?
Again, Allen to the air. Caught out wide. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a James Cook touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Eagles 7. Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
No touch that. Crowd left yet. No touch.
Hurts to throw. He's got Brown on the slant. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. A motion to tight end left. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Barkley off the pistol game. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked up by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills have the football back just shy of the midfield stripe. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the 1st play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Half 85, half 85.
On 1st down, Allen absolutely fires this one right side. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the 1st. That brings up 4th down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
52. Ready? Hey, hold on. Alert! What's that?
They'll go. Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of
And forget that was 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. And that gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready? Stop. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. They did it! He made the interception! Picked up by Nakobe Dean.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Good. Set. Ready?
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Great. Set. And let's go.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Great. Set. Anyway,
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
A give to Barkley. He takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They go to Barkley again. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
From the pistol, Hurts has him on the quick hitter. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. Offense in the hurry up here.
Jalen Hurts sacked. A loss of 12 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Great. Set. Anyway,
He'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Good, set. Anyway, huh?
Running back sent in motion. Desperation time here. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving. 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Saquon. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Good, set. Anyway, huh?
On the handoff, it's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Great, set. Trimmer.
Here he is to throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
16 yards.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Back to throw. Snags it near the edge. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
4-yard loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12.
180.
Running is Barkley. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
They're lining up for 2. This is for the lead and potentially the win.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
63.
Here he is to throw. Wow, a stunning call to go for it, and the guts pay off. He's in, and they've got the lead.
Bills 14. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Middle. Look out.
Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Right, Eddie! Hey, tight. What's that?
He'll look to throw it. Catch made by Cooks. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Right, Eddie! Half. What's that?
Throwing now. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
19! Gun! Alert!
Get in the end zone, fellas.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Incomplete.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
They go with Barkley here. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
Good.
They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine...